Question for you. Have you ever eaten Ethiopian food? Well, I've not, so this week I'm going to put it right and give it a go. It's the sort of food that's at the heart of Dining Fables' going local to eat global strapline. I just love the fact it's possible to find a fairly unknown cuisine, certainly outside of big cities like London, on my doorstep. Which country's cuisine is the best kept secret where you live? Let me know below. While the cuisine of Ethiopia is gradually becoming better known, I've been told it probably remains one of the world's best kept food secrets, so let's find out. So this week, I'm off to Reading again, as I've been recommended to try Tutu's Ethiopian Table. It's run by the amazing Tutu, who described Ethiopian food to me as distinctive and delicious, befitting a remarkable country with a long cultural heritage. She was born and grew up in Addis Ababa, the capital city of Ethiopia, and was one of a large family where cooking was a huge passion. She's now been running an Ethiopian food business in the UK for the last 16 years and in its current location for 3. You can find a link to this restaurant in the description below. So Tutu could tell I was a complete novice to Ethiopian food, so kindly put together a brilliant selection of food for me. As you can see, she was incredibly generous with it, and it's huge, so it's actually meant for 2 people. I'm going to give it my best shot, but I think some of this will definitely be for lunch tomorrow. Here we go, this is what we're eating today. Misir Wot, spicy red lentils, Doro Wot, spicy chicken, Tikel Gomer, which is cabbage and carrot, Alicha Wot, which is a mild lamb curry, and Difen, which is brown lentils. And it's all presented on a bed of 4 Injera, and my apologies for the pronunciation. Right, I'm excited about this one, let's eat out. As the style of food is new to me, Tutu kindly gave me some background and some tips about how to eat it. And eating Ethiopian style means rethinking many assumptions you might have about dinner time. For most of us, this means ditching cutlery and being ready to get messy with your fingers. Oh yeah, that Tikel Gomer really was lovely. It's sweet and crunchy. This Injera is great as well, and it turns out it's the foundation of a vast majority of Ethiopian meals. Now I'm clearly here by myself, but you can tell that this is a highly communal form of eating, with everyone gathering around a large circular metal plate like this, full of Injera and heavily laden with foods as hands go backwards and forwards scooping up various stews and curries. One of Ethiopia's most popular vegetarian and vegan dishes is Misir Wot, which showcases lentils in a way unlike anything you've had before. The flavours really are simply out of this world. It's vegan and vegetarian friendly, and so delicious that even a devout carnivore like myself doesn't really miss the meat. It feels like there's just no compromise on flavour here at all. It's been said that the best vegetarian cuisines in the world are Indian and Ethiopian, and I certainly wouldn't disagree. These are absolutely wonderful. The flavour profiles in both cuisines can bring even the blandest ingredients to life with their rich combination of spices and herbs. So if I had to go vegetarian, which let's face it we should all do a bit more of, it really wouldn't feel too difficult with dishes as good as this. Now many Ethiopian dishes, including this one, contain beber, Ethiopia's famous chili seasoning blend. It's normally fiery hot, and according to Tutu, what you get in Ethiopia is even hotter than what you typically find here. So on to the Tikel Gomer, which is made from white cabbage and carrot. It's cooked with a mix of turmeric, exotic herbs and spices. It's really, really good and might actually be one of my favourite items on the plate, which is strange as I've never really been a huge fan of cabbage, but this rocks. Now Doro Wot is seen by many as the national dish of Ethiopia. Succulent chicken is simmered in spiced butter, kibbeh, and Ethiopian spices, the beber, onions and a tasty combination of seasonings. And apparently the key to making amazing Doro Wot is the authentic, good quality flavourful beber and a very, very long cooking process. The magic is in the slow cooked onions, which Tutu tells me can take at least a couple of hours to get just right on a really low heat. The Alicha Wot is morsels of tender lambs simmered in kibbeh, onions and turmeric. It's an Ethiopian curry style dish and should be earthy and a little spicy. It's often referred to as a stew or one pot meal like so many dishes from the region. This version uses lamb stew meat, but beef, goat or venison would also work. As with many curry-style dishes, you can serve with rice, but it's just great on Injera here. So what's my takeaway from Tutu's Ethiopian Table? Well, firstly, it must be the lady herself. Tutu is quite possibly the most welcoming chef owner I've had the pleasure to meet whilst creating Dining Fables. Not only was she friendly, warm and knowledgeable about her food, but she's clearly a really talented chef too. The restaurant she's created brings a brilliant taste of Ethiopia to Reading, but perhaps more importantly a community hub that welcomes locals with open arms. But don't get me wrong, I'm completely sold on Ethiopian food now and love its low impact vegan and vegetarian roots, but with absolutely no compromise on flavour at all. So much so my meat eating credentials are being seriously tested here. In fact, I cannot wait to get this out of the fridge and have it for my lunch tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching to the end of another Dining Fable. And if this video inspired you to go and eat at Tutu's Ethiopian Table, then please let me know in the comments below and tell me what you thought. While you're there, please like or subscribe to our channel as it will really help us grow and make more fables. Struggling to find somewhere exciting to eat in the coming weeks or months? Then why not click on the Dining Fables playlist for some amazing restaurant ideas.